Welcome back to another wonderful property tour, Rankin family. Today, we are located in Davidson, North Carolina, taking a look at another gorgeous luxury home. And this time, we have a model by AR Homes. Now, starting on the outside, family, we do have that contemporary look. You have the stacked stone along with the hardy siding, but more importantly, look at the color combination. Really contemporary and stands out. Now, you have a 3-car garage. Straight ahead, you have a single car garage bay, and then you have a 2-car garage right here to the right. Modern wall lights on the outside. Now, straight ahead, you have a couple of access doors getting you inside, and we'll see that a little bit later on, so stay tuned. Now, you are in Copper Pine, so you do have a total of 20 home sites right here and surrounded by mature trees. And the good thing is you do have the space between you and the neighbors, and there's a preserve, so you don't have to worry about any building anytime soon. Now, as we continue around the walkway here, look at the front facing facade. The beautiful stacked stone going into the covered front porch. Look at the statement that it certainly creates. Now here, the cool thing about the property is you may notice some similarities when we were out in Brentwood and we saw the radiance. So once we walk the floor plan, you'll see the continuity, but really it just is a beautiful property. Now, also, this is AR Homes, so it's a fully custom builder. So if there's some things in the house that you may or may not want, you can certainly change it up as you please. As we continue here, you have the massive double front doors with the glass panes and the transom windows, bringing in a ton of natural light. Look at that. Stunning. Now let's go ahead and get you inside this beautiful property. Okay. So right when you walk into the foyer, you have the double height ceilings. Here, look at the modern staircase. And then, of course, you got the alcove right here. Stunning. Now, throughout the home, you are going to have 10-foot ceilings. Right here in the great room, you see that we have the double tray, and that is a little bit over 11 feet. Look at the way the property takes advantage of those incredible views back there, which we'll get to a little bit later on. I'll turn your attention to the front door from the inside. Perfect. Now, you have this push to open here for your coat closet. So really discreet and modern. And then the home is completely automated. You see the built-in speakers here. Now, once we head to the great room, look at the modern fireplace. You have your built-ins right there to the right, the perfect illumination, and then the hardwood floors really setting the tone. So again, you do have the multiple sliding doors. You can open that up for the indoor, outdoor flow, and that seamless transition. Okay, so as we always do, family, let's go ahead and work our way around the perimeter of the property so that way we don't miss a thing. Now, going into your primary suite, you see the double doors here. So really creating an experience. And then here's your primary bedroom. So extremely spacious here. You have the discrete floor registers. You have a sitting area straight ahead, perfect for reading a book, relaxing, and having a great time. Not to mention, you see the pendant lights right above your nightstands, and then you have cove lighting and that floating ceiling design. And let's go ahead and do a full pan. So that is a king size bed. You have your nightstands, you have the sitting area, your dresser here, and you still have a ton of walk room. Lovely. Now, looking at the primary bathroom, family, this is going to be separated by the pocket door. A lot of seamless transitions throughout some of these rooms. Now here you have marble counters. Look at that, the floating ceiling with the cove lighting design, beautiful sconces, and that really just does a great job of the accents. You have a glass enclosed walk-in shower, and then your freestanding tub here. And then you see the LED lights. Beautiful. So you have your water closet right over here to the left. And then of course, your towel closet here. So again, model homes, we featured plenty of them on the channel and you folks really love them just because they are dressed to the nines. They show what is possible and they push the boundaries. So I had to get you in here. Now you have the curbless shower here, plenty of space. You can add the waterfall shower head if you prefer. And then of course your shower niche there. And then straight ahead, you have your primary closet. Look at how massive this is. The massive windows, you see your built-ins right over here. And then of course, your closet island there. Let's go ahead and open up some of these drawers for you. All soft close. Look at the plethora of drawers. Even on this side too. Outstanding. Let's go ahead and open this up for you. Now, if it's something where you prefer a stackable washer and dryer inside of the primary closet, you can always add that too. So that's a good thing about going with a custom builder. Okay, so we'll bring you right back out. You see the abundance of windows, family. Really love that. Now we'll start right here in the kitchen. So you have the flat panel European cabinet fronts here. Then you have the two-tone cabinetry, quartz counters, and then of course the marble up the backsplash. Look at the massive island. You have the sink, and that is overlooking the backyard oasis. So this would be your incredible view every day. Okay, so you are going to have tray ceilings with cove lighting, pendant lights right above your massive island here. You see you got the monogram range, 6 burners with the griddle, stainless steel vent hood, and that seamless look. Now, as we always do, let's go ahead and open up some of these drawers for you. Got a trash drawer right down here. On the other side, you have your stainless steel dishwasher. And you know when it makes that tune, you have something special. Now here, you are going to have the push to open cabinetry. Again, that seamless look. And of course, the upper cabinets as well. Straight ahead, you have a massive refrigerator. And again, we'll go around the perimeter. Trust me, everything will come full circle. Now, on the other side, you have your built-in microwave here, monogram as well, or monogram, excuse me. And then look at your scullery. Huge. So again, you're seeing some similarities with that Radiance model out in Brentwood. So you have your secondary refrigerator, your built-in dishwasher on this side too. Of course, you have a massive window overlooking the front yard. And then heading into the scullery, you have the frosted privacy glass. So imagine, the Thanksgiving dinner, the Christmas dinner, it might be a bit messy back here. You go ahead and close that door and you still have that presentable look. Since we're here, we might as well open up this refrigerator for you too. Wonderful. So again, the hardwood floors extend this way. Now heading to your utility room, you see the frosted privacy glass that we had seen. Plenty of space for your oversized washer and dryer right here to the right. Now, again, you have that access door right there to that porch area. And I'm going to show you straight ahead in just a second. But this is a mudroom utility room combination. So you imagine coming in from your garage, you go ahead and put your coats here, and you are good to go. Now the garage is being occupied right now, so we'll leave that to be. But right here, you have a home delivery center. Really neat. So imagine you're getting your packages delivered. You go ahead and give them the code. They can't access the home. They can only access right here, and then they can drop their package off. In addition to that, if you have groceries being delivered, and maybe for some reason they don't have the time slot you need available for convenience, they can go ahead and put that in here, and then you can go ahead and continue to work and get home on your schedule. Thought that was a really neat feature. Now, right out here, again, that'll lead you to your driveway and motor court there. So you see, has that keypad, so they can go ahead and access that. You have your single car garage straight ahead, and then I'm going to show you what that door leads to in just a moment. All right, so please let me know your thoughts in the comments. Hopefully you are enjoying this property just as much as I am. Okay, so now right here you have a casual dining space. Really neat, extremely open and interactive. So you have the modern sconce right there. And look at this full pan. Wonderful. Now you have a wine fridge here, so you can go ahead and fix you a drink. Even on this side, how the counters extends right along here. And then you have your wine closet straight ahead. And please let me know in the comments how many bottles you think this wine closet can hold. Wonderful. Okay, so now this is the perfect guest suite. I'll turn your attention over here to the left. You see that door leading you right there to that porch that we had come from. And let's see the full space. Now this room feels endless in dimensions. As far as the king bed, the 2 nightstands, you have a kitchenette straight ahead. Look at how cool that is. Your guests are going to love this. So again, 10-foot ceilings. Let's go ahead and take a look at the kitchenette. Custom cabinetry. You have a monogram microwave, a beverage fridge, a built-in sink, and then beautiful cabinets. And of course, you have a casual sitting area too, because why not, right? Now here you have your walk-in closet, and that is separate from your bathroom. So you do have a curb shower, but you have that brushed nickel for your shower head and your shower valve. Beautiful. And that's not all, folks. We still have to take a look right here to the left. Now, you are going to have a powder bath right here. So again, imagine entertaining. If you have guests over quite often, they're going to appreciate the convenience. You go ahead and come in from this door if you're hanging out in the backyard, and then walk 2 steps and you're right here in a half bath. Beautiful cabinet fronts too, shaker style. Now here you have your den. Look at this. You have your picture window there. You see your roller shades, and then of course you have your vaulted ceilings. But the neat thing is it is tiered. So extremely versatile. If you want to use this as a study, you can certainly do that. Have great views of the backyard. Or if you want to use this as a lounge area, you can certainly do that as well. So really just a lot of modern finishes that folks are absolutely loving. And then again, if it's something where you want to build from scratch, you can do that. If you want to choose from one of their spec homes, in fact, they have one coming soon to the market in a few days. So certainly keep an eye out for that. Now, going up the stairs, you have that modern chandelier. A lot of folks are loving that. You have a clear story window there too, bringing in a ton of natural light. And look at this. Wow, lovely. Now, as I pan you upwards, you see the floating ceiling, again, the tray, and then look at the size of this room here, family. So you have a geometric accent wall there. You got your picture windows overlooking the incredible views. And again, we'll see that in just a moment. Now, once you head over here, you have a little loft area on this side, more of a billiards room or a club room, and a lounge all in one. So you see the beverage fridge, you have a half bath again, and then the custom flat panel cabinet fronts. I'll give you a quick peek of the backyard before we head out there. So you see the modern light fixture right here. And that is just a breath of fresh air. So you can have folks hanging out up here, having a great time. You know, the kiddos can have this spot. Maybe they want to read a good book. Wonderful. Okay, again, we're gonna work our way around the perimeter. I always feel like that helps with not missing a thing. Got a nice little storage closet here. So the first bedroom on the second level is here. So it is tucked away, so it has that privacy element. You get your egress windows here, a queen bed, you got a desk and a nightstand. And it'll just show you what is possible. Look at the modern sconces, shaker style cabinets, the modern mirror frame. Of course it is that matte black look. Now here you are going to have the shower tub combo. And then your walk-in closet. Now this one is separated by the pocket door. Look at the space. So over 5,500 square feet of interior living space, and you really can see where it is being utilized. The good thing is these secondary bedrooms aren't too small for the most part. So that is extremely practical. I've been seeing a lot of models, at least over the last year. And sometimes when we go into some of these secondary bedrooms, you're wondering where the space went, right? But certainly not here. Now I'll show you to the left, which is the fifth bedroom in just a moment, but it is versatile as well. I'll show you the fourth one here. Again, you have your queen bed there, your two nightstands. Look at the space that you have on both sides of the nightstands. Get your dresser right here. Now, before I show you the bathroom, let's take a look at this space. Now, you are going to have a walk-in closet here, and then straight ahead is additional storage. But I know some folks are getting extremely creative, having the children's retreat, or just extra space in general, just for over the years. Maybe you want to change it up how you utilize this space. It's always nice to have. You can kind of see the attic space. And in addition to that, it's always fascinating to see how folks finish out some of their attic spaces, right? It is amazing. And if you haven't seen so, I I encourage you to do so. You can see it, gosh, anywhere on Pinterest, TikTok, or Instagram, which is where I see a lot of mine. Okay, now heading here, you have your pocket door again. Look at this. The modern vanity and the mirror frame and the beautiful sconce really complements the counters very well. Your sliding glass door leading you in your walk-in shower. Okay, so now heading here, again, a pocket door. I'm going to take you straight back here first, and we'll work our way around. Now, technically, this is the 5th bedroom, but again, with it being versatile, you can use it as you please. You see they have it set up as a nice home gym. If you want to use this as a media space, you can do that as well. Got a couple recess areas here, so plenty of storage. But it does have a closet in the bathroom and the egress window. So some folks would probably use this as a 5th bedroom. Now, I encourage you to leave your thoughts in the comments below. And of course, folks like to go through those and just see different ideas. All right, so now heading to the bathroom here. And I do apologize, my voice is a bit hoarse. Me and my family went to Carowinds yesterday and went on a couple of intense roller coasters, and I was yelling at the top of my lungs, so I do apologize. But it was definitely a blast. Okay, now you got your closet here. And the closet space here. So again, extremely versatile. Let me know how you would utilize this space, but the fact that it is fully equipped, it is fully functional to be a bedroom. All right, so it looks like we about covered the 1st level and the 2nd level. Last but certainly not least, we'll go ahead and get you to the backyard, which is my favorite part, especially when you have the pool and spa and then the abundance of yard. So again, you can open up the sliders in the kitchen and the great room and the casual dining space, and then you will get the perfect breeze. I mean, right now it's about 50 degrees, and I tell you what, it's the perfect weather right now. Okay, so right out here, look at that. The perfect fireplace. You see the built-in speakers, at least extends from the inside to the outside, so that's great. You can turn your favorite tunes on and you are good to go. You got the wood soffit that extends over here. So if you want to take your meal from the inside to the outside, you can do that with ease. Look at that. Incredible. Now again, it extends right here. That's the door that'll lead you inside. In a couple of steps, you'll be in that half bath. And then you have your built-in grill. Plenty of counter space. Open that up for you. And again, you have your pool and spa, but look at the way this wraps around. So it is all inclusive, perfect for hosting and entertaining. And I love it. You have the infinity edge. And then look at the mature trees. What more could you really ask for, right? Love it. And then straight ahead, you have a nice little sitting area to hang out, relax, and enjoy some great conversations. And of course, the back of the property. But other than that, family, that was another beautiful luxury home tour. All right, Rankin family, that was it for this beautiful luxury home right here in Davidson, North Carolina. Let me know in the comments what you thought about this beautiful property. Is this something you can see yourself living in? Would you make any changes? If so, let me know in the comments below. If you want more information about this home or any home we showcase, reach out to the information in the description. Consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss a tour every single week. And I'll see you folks on the next property tour.